Okay, we should be live.
Nice.
Okay, we should be live.
Nice.
We are live. I just heard that. I can confirm. Right.
Feel right.
Let
And it's
me.
live.
Oops, wasn't meant to do that. Studio mode. Do a watch along. Right. Let's get this sorted. Video capture device and existing webcam. Okay. Window capture. Discord.
Nice. Solid work on the thumb.
On
Very
my thumb.
bold.
You talking about my thumb for?
Thumbnail.
Oh, thank you. If the
Like
streamer's watching and they don't know what I'm referring to, check out fish steaks.
Absolutely. Sorry. Apologies.
That's alright. That's alright. We can.
Went off on tang.
No, we can talk. We can talk about stuff. We can talk about stuff. Sorry, I will converse in a second. I'm just trying to sort out the frame. Is that too big? That's too big. Right, crop that there. Now we're both the same size, Craig. Here we go. Face cams. Pop them there like that.
I've been informed that someone called Cop Logic is live. Wonder who that could be.
Ooh, I know them. They're good.
Are they? Right.
Yeah, they're good. Them, I like them.
I should tune in.
You should do. Should be a fun time.
Maybe you should tune in.
I will shortly. Right, let me just get. I'm almost done with getting your face in this, so I just need the border, which is there. That's the path for the border. Border.
Don't stress too much. I mean, if it,
No, it's good. I got it. I just need a frame around us now. Basically, and then I'm done. So I'm almost there. Almost there. Putting that there, and then just behind everything. Which...
Here's a quick montage of what we did last time.
There's a quick montage of what we did last time.
I just had that funny clip of the cows, and then I had Graham's voiceover stuck in my head after we were laughing about it, and I thought, just put it together.
Right. Ian, right. I need the line up above.
I met
need
Ian Rush, never met Ian Wright.
I would be fairly surprised if you'd met. Well,
Yeah.
I'm surprised you've met either, to be honest.
I can tell you, I mean, we're live. I can tell you my Ian Rush story if you want.
Yeah, go on, shoot. Yeah, why not? Let's hear it.
It was when I was working in Chester, and it was a staff sort of like get together, like after work, sort of like staff event, and a few people decided to go stay out for some drinks afterwards, and we went to a bar near Chester train station called the Cellar, or the Cellar Bar. Quite a nice place, small venue, and then there's a few of us in there. There's only maybe about 6 or 8 of us left. and I was with a gentleman who used to work with us, maybe about 40 or 50, like big Liverpool fan, season ticket holder. He taps me on the shoulder and he goes, Craig, look who is behind us. I turned around and I was like, oh my God, Ian Rush.
No way.
And I was getting properly like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And then like like a couple of random lads walked in through the door and just went up to him and went, can I have a photo? And he looked at them and he looked like he wanted to vaporize them with his laser vision. He was properly pissed off about them just walking in and asking him for a photo.
Oh, so you couldn't go and get a photo with him?
So these two guys asked for a photo with him and he was really annoyed about it.
Yeah.
And then the guy I worked with went straight up and he took his phone, he went, can I have a photo with you? And he's just like, oh God. I actually yanked my headset out.
Nice.
And he begrudgingly took a photo with him.
Oh, so
and I was just like, oh God, he's properly pissed off.
Did you get a photo with him?
I did not. However, so in the end, he was sat there, and then Ian Rush. So he was with a couple of mates. The guy from work came back and he was just like, he just literally went up to have a photo, took a photo, and then just come to sit back down. And then I was just like, right, okay. There's no way I can go back home to tell my dad, a lifelong Liverpool fan and also a season ticket holder, that Ian Rush was in the same bar as me and I didn't say a word to him. So I said, right, okay. Let's try not to annoy him. So I went up and went, hi, like I say, I'm an absolutely huge fan. I'm just going to say, can I get you and your friend a drink at all? And he says, no, we're fine, don't worry about it. I said, honestly, my dad...
So hang on, you offered Ian Rush a drink? Yeah. Oh, do you know what? Fair play, he's probably never actually had that, to be fair.
And then so I said to him, don't worry, I'm not going to bother you for a signature or a photo or anything like that. It's just, you're an absolute Liverpool legend, and me and my dad absolutely love you to bits.
Yeah.
You're an absolute hero, and I just wanted to just have a conversation with you, just because I'd never forgive myself if I passed up the opportunity to have a chat with you. So then I was just casually talking to him about some of the goals he scored and what he's been up to.
That's actually class. Do you know what? That's probably the best way to do it, because he probably just gets people going up and going, can I have a photo? And he's probably sick of it. You've actually just stopped,
that's what I thought.
Offered them a drink.
Literally,
even though a drink, like, he's probably way more, not to try and begrudge your financial situation, but he's probably in a way better position than you.
He can certainly afford more drinks than me.
But no, class. I like that. I like that story.
Yeah. So I thought maybe he's probably just sick of people just treating him as like a photo or a signature opportunity, and instead I was just trying to talk to him as a normal person, just as a very appreciative fan.
Yeah.
And I was just like, without fanning too hard. I was just like, and it turns out it worked wonders. He was absolutely sound with me. So
I'm a big fan of that story, Craig. I very much appreciate you telling me that story. That's actually class. You've offered Ian Rush a drink in a bar. Can I get you and your mates? What if he said yes and it was all really expensive fucking drinks? It was all like mad concoctions.
He'll say, yeah, I'll have a bottle of something. I'll look down. It's like a £90 bottle of champagne. I'm like,
he wants one of them for each of his mates as well. Oh, you'd be livid. Right, okay, I've got the screen set up there. As you can see, it's still outdated. We're not playing Leeds again tonight. Don't worry, I'm going to get that changed now. And don't worry, we've not got 2 people called Gomez, 2 people called Keita, 2 people called Jota. But we do have someone called Origi who is actually at the start. That's not incorrect. That is right, believe it or not.
Saturday night, and I like the way you move.
Right.
Divock Origi. Taxi Wednesday.
Toby here to groove.
I don't know how the whole song goes. I mean, that is an Origi song. I just don't know all the words to it.
Yeah, it is an Origi song. I also don't know all the words. I always get stuck at the same part you just did.
That's as much as we've got.
You just hopefully die it down quick enough that no one hears that last part.
Alright. I said, I can do it now. I said, do you want any? Do you want any task? No, I mean it's not really. Do you want any
task.
tags on Flask Man?
Oh yes, I forgot to put tags on. Thank you very much. Xbox achievements and Flask on, man. Right, we have the frame set up. That's all ready to go. We just need to do the subs bench, and then we can discuss things. Although we are actually, it only took 10 minutes. I thought we were going to be way closer. I haven't got my green screen this time because it's way easier to just get mine and your cameras in like this. So I'd leave the green screen out of it today. I have a bit of au naturel in the background. Not that there's anything, either exciting or incriminating behind me. There's a COVID test there. I thought I had COVID a couple of weeks ago. Don't. I'm fine. Right, okay, let me get the scoreboard thing working as well, because should that fail... Oh, we're going to have to do that thing again, aren't we, where we pause?
Yeah, well, I'm hoping that BT's typically kinder to me than, well, Sky, but I mean, there may still be a delay, but I mean, at least I know this, BT, normally when I watch on BT, I'm closer to real time than what I am when I watch Sky.
Okay. Well, we'll still pause. We'll pause on, because the clock usually takes about 20 seconds to come up. So let's try 40. And pause on 40 seconds. Okay. And then I can sync up the clock after that, but I just need to get it open for now. So it's it's Cop Logic, Watchalongs, Tools, Scoreboard, and open that. Once I open that, I need to go to the settings, turn it to the stopwatch, test it on the yeah, away. Yeah, sweet. Start the timer just to make sure it's working. It is working. That is good. Right, okay, I can do the subs bench now. So, let me get the subs bench open, because this is going to be a mad subs bench, innit? Loads of these are going to be wrong. Loads. Absolutely loads, Craig. Let's have a look. Where's our bench? Right, we've got Adrian. Okay, nice. 2 goalkeepers. So top row. Left, we have Adrian. What number's Adrian? Is he 13?
The Klopp's going on about Origi. First start since January.
Bloody hell. That was Burnley though, wasn't it? I remember that because he could have scored and he didn't. He could have avoided our first home defeat in 3 years and he didn't. He hit the post. He had the crossbar. What numbers, Adrian? Do you know?
Pardon, say?
What numbers, Adrian?
Adrian. That could be a good shout. I'll look it up.
Oh, God, everything's open up on other screens, which are all.
Adrian is 13. I mean, that's gone well for him, hasn't it?
I know, yeah.
Oh, Karius. Bless you.
Wait, is Karius on the bench? Oh no, okay.
No, but he's doomed, isn't he?
I know, obviously, what happened to him. I came in late to the game, obviously, with all this. I was here after Adrian had done that massive fuck up. Do you think he's better than Adrian at the moment? Like, would you prefer Adrian or Karius?
Karius.
Yeah. Some part of me hopes that he has some sort of comeback in him, and he can actually, like, he can be not like, I'm not expecting him to be amazing, but better than Adrian.
He's still fairly.
Although then again,
keepers do have fairly long careers.
Then again, Adrian had a good spell when Ali was injured, and that season we won it, didn't we? Right at the beginning. Like, he was good then, wasn't he? If I remember correctly.
Who, sorry?
Adrian. Beginning of, like, the season we won it, he was amazing, wasn't he?
Oh, yeah. You had to come in fit. Becker. I mean, it was pretty decent. I mean, he came in and did the job. He's just prone to some
Mistakes.
very questionable blunders. I mean, granted, Allison's had a few howlers, but not thankfully for a while. Oh no, I've said it now, haven't I? Great. Well, great, dickhead.
You've jinxed us. If Alison has a howler now, you're to blame for that.
I've only gone and ruined it. I saw Taki returned to training and has made the bench. Potentially, if he hadn't just returned to training, I mean,
I think he would have been playing instead of
may have been given the shout over Origi, but unfortunately, I mean, if he needs to rest Mane, you're sort of stuck for a few options. I mean, I still probably would have gone for Ox in the front three potentially. I mean, granted, it may be part of the game plan. I mean, I'd be surprised if we didn't see Ox or Taki come on. If we've got 5 subs, I'd probably expect to see both of them come on, along with maybe Thiago. I guess it depends how the game goes.
It depends how we play.
These are good options to have. Hopefully, if we don't have to do any substitutions through injuries, maybe. I mean, Klopp was just saying about Konate?
Konate.
Yeah, Konate. He was saying about him. He says it's purely because we needed to give Van Dijk a break. He played in the internationals. And he's just come back from injury, and he's been playing a lot of games for us. So I needed to give him a break. And he was saying for Joe, he says, I needed to try and play a partnership that was played together before, which is why he's went Joe and Joel. He says,
I get that. That makes sense. That makes sense.
I'm sure Konate was time to come. And who we got in midfield? Hendo, Naby, and Fabinho. Said I would, depending on how things go, might see Thiago. I don't really know. It's an odd one, really, because Naby's box to box, quite energetic. I said if he's playing absolutely god awful, it depends what the game needs.
Yeah, I mean, I personally think it's just going to be if this team can just nudge a win, we'll just stick with this team for the entire game. If we can get a good, decent lead, we might stick on like Konate. We might stick on like people who need the game time.
Yeah.
Ox, maybe Mane, maybe.
Thing is, though, it's so odd. I mean,
actually, I'm almost certain Mane will come on at some point. I'm gonna guess that Origi will probably come off at some point, unless he's having an incredible game, and Diogo will go to the middle, and Mane will go on the left.
I hope Taki either comes on or gets a run out against Crystal Palace. That'd be nice.
He did score against them last year, so he's earned it.
Yeah, it's
last year all he earned was after scoring against Crystal Palace. All he earned was
it's tricky.
A loan. So he could do with a bit of game time for us in the Champions League since we're playing people, especially if we get a lead as well.
You know, it's tricky thing because it's like Thiago, as I keep saying it, I don't have anything wrong with giving Naby chances. I mean, I honestly thought when he was subbed off in the Champions League in the first half, before the first half finished last season, I thought he was done because he was absolutely awful. And if you take someone off in the first half, you're making a statement of how
unless they're injured, obviously.
The thing is, he wasn't. It was just Klopp did really not like what he was doing.
I mean, I thought he was having a bit of a stinker, but I didn't think he was.
I mean, everyone was thinking, like, I was sat there going, just like, you have to take him off at half time. I wasn't like literally embarrassing by taking him off before the half time whistle.
Yeah, I would have waited. We were close to half time anyway. I would have taken him off at half time.
But for me, I'd always start, especially in a Champions League game. Thiago, he's, as I said, a Champions League veteran.
Yeah.
And he knows how to.
He's played probably most about these teams. Yeah.
How to play a Champions League game, and he can run the show in midfield. So I'm very, very surprised. I mean, he's a different type. Naby's faster. He's probably a bit more creative. He offers a bit more energy. He likes getting forward. He's got good link-up play. Thiago's maybe more controlling, picking out passes, type thing. So Naby would be for a quicker game, which might be the reasoning behind it, because Klopp in the pre-match interview was saying that he's using the squad, and part of the reason he's playing Origi is because of his speed and because the opposition might not.
Origi's speed? I didn't think Origi was that quick.
Yeah, I mean, he is fairly quick, to be fair to him. He's I wouldn't say
Faster
he's
than either
renowned
Jota
for
or
being quick.
Mane,
He
though.
is. I mean, Jota is playing.
Yeah, but I mean in that striker position specifically. Like, do you
Hmm.
think? Because obviously, if it wasn't Origi there, it'd be Diogo, and then
Yeah.
Mane would be on the left. So do you think he's quicker than either Mane or Jota in being in the team?
Mm. Um,
Because I think Mane's probably quicker. I think Diogo's probably quicker as well.
can we? I'm trying to find a FIFA 22 ratings database as we
Oh,
speak.
I know Mane's newest rating for speed is 91. He's faster than Mo apparently in the new FIFA. I think Diogo is going to be like 80 something. I don't know what Origi is. I have no idea.
All right, let's see who we've got. Salah's pace is 90. Mane's pace is 91. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I
But
think
said,
it's just
like,
I think it's just
maybe
wrong.
Mane needed it. Maybe Mane needed it.
Wait, are these the 22 ratings or are these the 21 ratings?
This was posted.
What
I
rating
didn't
is
look.
Salah?
Salah's 89. So this must be new.
It's newest, yeah. Which is an outrage, by the way. FIFA fucking friggin'
This is
suck.
an outrage. Is this it? Oh, they're not showing me the rest of them. Bloody hell! They only show me the people in like the top. What the whole flipping squad?
Apparently, someone said Klopp doesn't trust Minamino because he's not played him today over Origi. So people don't know he's been injured.
What? Who?
Origi. Sorry, Minamino.
Yeah. Where is our boy?
Okay, I'm gonna have I'm gonna have Twitter open in the background to check what people are saying about the match as well. So I will refer to things. I should actually do the main intro to the thing, to the stream. Yeah. Welcome to Cop Logic Watchalong Champions League. Liverpool, AC Milan. I'm here with Craig, who's down
Hi.
there. We're at Anfield. We're not physically at Anfield, but the team are. We're playing AC Milan home game, first game of the Group E or B, I can't remember.
One
Of
of the groups. A group.
the Champions League group stage.
Mm-hmm.
Our first game is against AC Milan. The things we know so far are the lineup, which is there, the subs, which are down there, and we know that Ibrahimovic is not playing because he's injured. We're almost about to start. T-minus 5 minutes. Score predictions, Craig?
I must admit, after seeing the team, I'm less optimistic than what I was. I will say I hope I'm wrong in saying 0-0. I think AC Milan are going to be hard to break down, and I'm not convinced this
Are you
team
familiar
is going
with
to break
AC
them down.
Milan? Are you like, do you know how they play? Do you know who their players are apart from
No,
Ibrahimovic?
but I know but I do know in the last, they've not been very good as far as I'm aware. But in the last 18 months, I've like pulled off miracles.
I'm not. I'm gonna have to admit I'm not too familiar with them, but sorry, I'm saying this as I'm just on my webcam. But I believe they are capable of putting teams to the sword. They managed to get Champions League spots last year for the first time in like what was it like
Yeah,
5 years or so, something like that.
because last year they actually finished second in the league, but they got knocked out of the Europa League in the round of 16.
Wow. So basically they just won it because of the qualification through the league system rather than actually performing in the younger brother to the Champions League. Your cam's Oh, there we go. It's because I hadn't updated the screen. My fault. You just had a weird face on the screen for ages. I have to remind myself to keep that open for you. So it doesn't freeze.
Granted, also, like, Zlatan's been obviously quite a big part of that.
Indeed, yeah. And some of the other players as well. They've got
he
Simon Shaw or something. What is it? I don't know how you pronounce it. He's the
Also,
guy that saved Ericsson's life, and he is fairly decent from what I hear. Not only because of that, obviously, but for other reasons also. All right, the team is lining up, so we're about to kick this off. Are you excited, Craig? Are you nervous?
Really well. I mean, that's just to me. I need to refresh my screen.
And you said PC was more reliable.
Yeah, fool on me. I am nervous. I'm always nervous.
True, it is true. Craig is always
I am
nervous.
always nervy for these games, but I mean, it's the first game, so it's not do or die tonight. But obviously, a bad result would not set things off well because, I mean, it's not going to be any easier against Atletico Madrid. I'll tell you that much.
True.
And this is a home game, so obviously, if you can't, I mean, it's definitely happened. Teams have probably lost at home and won away. I mean, it's happened, but I mean, you'd think if you can't beat this team with a full Anfield at your back,
especially after everything last season as well,
then are you really gonna feel confident against them away?
You should really be beating these teams. This team with the atmosphere of Anfield after last season.
Ricky.
I
Ricky just had a look on his face like he doesn't even know he's playing yet.
He might not. He might be thinking, wait, what?
He's like, this is definitely a practical joke. I'm going to get told to go sit down.
Someone is messing with me, yeah. Wait, I'm playing?
I like to say, even though my mug says King of Beer, it's not actually beer, it's just Pepsi. But
Thank you for clarifying that. Thank you for clarifying.
Other soft drinks brands are available.
Soft drinks.
soft drink brands.
We do support other soft drink brands.
If you want another soft drink brand, more are available. We are not sponsored or affiliated with Pepsi. But if Pepsi want to send me anything, feel free.
Yeah, we will happily get sponsored. Saying that, we've been sponsored now, haven't we?
Sort of.
I don't actually know if it counts as sponsorship, to be fair.
I don't think it's. I mean, we have received our first, free benefits of being YouTubers. I guess that will.
Yeah. It is a benefit, and it is because we do YouTube, so I suppose that's correct. That is correct, yeah.
Goats.
We're awesome. Their away kit's sort of similar colour to ours.
5 players play in the group stage of the Champions League for the first time, whereas pretty much everyone on our team sheet has won the Champions League.
So we should. What you're saying is we should be winning this. That's what you're saying.
Diogo.
But he's got the quality to win. He's fine.
Oh yeah. I mean, let's be honest. He's a better player than Origi, and Origi has scored, well, not the winning goal, but I mean the goal which finished things off in a Champions League final to win it.
The settler. Right, they're taking the knee, so I'm going to get it to 20 seconds. Sorry, what did I say? We said 40 seconds, then I'm going to pause. So they've kicked off.
God help me.
Matip instantly has a long ball to Origi, who's passed it to Jota, who's passed it back.
Oh, BT, what you doing to me?
We're on 12 seconds there. Get on the thing.
How far ahead you are than me is shocking.
20. Pause. Oh, I'm on 21. Oops.
I thought we were pausing at 40, but I mean...
Oh, shit. Yeah, okay. Pause at 25.
Okay.
It just limits... It just reduces the amount of time we're both behind in real time anyway, so... Go with 25. I'm going to start this time.
I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, you might have read it before the game. I'm not sure if this is the first time these have met since... the final in 2006.
It's 2007, wasn't
Yeah, 2000. Yeah.
it? I don't think so.
Oh, shit.
What have you done? have you fucked it up?
Yeah, like I'm tapping my screen and I can't for the life of me see what the pause button is.
Nice.
It's just nowhere. I'm tapping bloody everywhere. I'm literally tapping everywhere and it's not pausing.
Just tell me what time you're on, and I'll try my best to get there.
I'm at 47, 48, 49, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, I'm there. I'm going to a minute 1, a minute 2, a minute 3.
Yeah, we're close. We're definitely within like a second. So
Yeah.
Right.
We're south. All right, let me get
There
the.
we- Our fellow Steak James is there at the moment, cheering them on.
Indeed.
He's having a great time. I wonder if his mates are us there. Is it?
I think we would hear about it if he was there. Right.
If his mates are us.
I should clarify my scope. Oh.
Ah, bit of a
Riki
heavy
almost done it.
touch by Riki there.
I know, yeah.
I know.
But do you know what? Not
I mean,
bad
that-
for his first involvement since
I know.
January.
He just lacked that bit. I think he just lacked that bit of sharpness there.
Mm.
He looked like he was more.
Bit of practice under his belt, he would have had that. Oh look, the line up the exact same. Corner take him quickly, Riki!
He's giving it.
Go, Barcelona napping!
So
Everybody switched!
So effective.
Imagine if he scored from that corner. It'd be fated, wouldn't it? What's Matip doing up there?
Does that count as a shot on target?
I guess it does. It was on target. He caught it.
It was.
So I'm guessing, yeah.
I mean, technically, I guess if the goalkeeper misses it, if it goes in, surely that has to count as a shot.
Yeah. Surely. You can't have a goal with no shots, can you? I want to clarify my score prediction for this is going to be 2-0.
Okay.
I'm being optimistic, and I'm not just going to say a 1. I'm not going to be boring and say a 1-0.
I mean, this is a hell of a start.
Oh my god!
My god!
Jesus!
Oh, that was nearly an Origi miracle. Wow.
That was
I mean,
amazing.
Klopp likes what he's seeing here from the Reekster. That was
He's
a hell of a ball by Robbo.
He's switched on. Hell of a ball, yeah. Hell of a ball.
Hell of a ball by Robbo.
I think not to take it away from Origi, but I think if that had managed to go to Hendo, that would have been perfect, because it would have been just enough that Hendo could kick it back the opposite way it was coming from. The issue with Origi kicking it there was he had to he had to take the shot the way the ball was going. If that makes sense.
Yeah, it was a hard.
A harder shot than what Hendo.
hard to
Yeah,
place.
harder shot than what Hendo would have had, but still cracking shot, cracking attempt.
Well, very promising start there so far. Exciting stuff.
As do we know if Giroud's playing?
Don't know.
I'm gonna check.
I know our mate Ibra isn't, which is I'm very relieved that.
Yeah.
Not that I'd be. I mean, granted, if Ibra was playing and Van Dijk was not playing, I'd be petrified. I'd be like, oh god! I was like,
yeah,
please
I
get
mean,
Van Dijk on.
I would say I'd have a little bit of faith in Matip, but a lot of the time, Virgil's presence on the pitch enables Matip to do so well. Not saying he makes him play better, but it enables him to do stuff to play his game.
It is also about like.
Oh, good inception from Robbo. Chips it inside to Jota. Jota takes a shot. Close.
It's
I think
coming.
that should go out. Is that out for a corner? It
definitely
took
granted,
a deflection.
based off how Liverpool have started, in these 5 minutes, if this finishes 0-0 as I predicted, I will be astonished.
Hey, don't jinx it, because we're capable. We're highly capable of a lot of shots and a lot of possession and a lot of good stats, but no goals.
And a lot
to show
of no
for
goals. I know, but I mean, hell of a start. This absolutely all over them.
Mm.
They could be 2-0. They could be 2 down already.
Mm. Indeed. Right, I can confirm Giroud is not playing today. Their striker is Rebic. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Yeah, I mean, there's a Reddit for everything. There's a Reddit for Liverpool.
Rebic. I'm hoping you will cement your role in this as the informative should anything go on. By the way, I'm...
Oh, yeah, I am. Oh, crikey, Alisson, what are you up to?
Good save. Oh, he's offside, thank Christ for that.
Don't worry, I have got... I am listening to the commentary.
You've got insider info, yeah?
Slight insider info.
Good. Yeah, so let's talk about what are your thoughts on Origi starting? Take away that you've seen him so far in the game. Surprised, obviously.
Yeah.
Annoyed.
Flabbergasted.
Upset.
Granted. Maybe disappointed and surprised. Because granted, based off the fact that I don't even think I've seen him in the squad so far this season.
I think he's been on the bench. That's about it, I think. I
mean, it's been a long time since he was a cult hero in scoring. I mean, we love him. Don't get me wrong. He scored the last minute winner against Newcastle, which kept I think Liverpool in the title race. I think when they missed out by a point to
Origi winning the ball back. To what? Origi's on fire. I'm trying to get you to confess your initial thoughts of seeing Origi on the bench. He's performing really well here. It's not.
The thing is, he hasn't been let anywhere near the team, and granted, he's had a handful of chances and never really done anything with them.
I mean,
it says very sparingly. And
it says a lot on it when it says a lot on it last year when our goalkeeper scored more than him in the Premier League. Oh, good shot by Matip there. Header.
No. And obviously he hasn't featured at all, so you'd literally think he'd be the forgotten man, and they'll sell him the first chance that they get. And obviously, especially in the Champions League game against AC Milan, who are no small club by any means.
No.
Because we all know this is a hard group. This is a tricky.
And you could argue that there's some... Well, I mean, you don't even have to argue it. It's right down their sleeves. You could argue that they're also like us, European champions and European giants. So although we might not perform, as well in the league, you can always guarantee a performance out of us in Europe most of the time.
There's also history between the two of them. So it's... Obviously, Liverpool lost. As far as I'm aware, if this is the last meeting that these two have had in Europe since...
I think it is. Since 2007, I think.
Since Liverpool lost the final. Well, I mean, it's a long time coming payback for Liverpool, this, isn't it?
And you could argue they're maybe still not over... Oh, Trent with a chance here. Good chance. Yeah! Trent! Yes, my guy! My guy!
I mean, it's on record that I corrected myself within 5 minutes, saying I'd be astonished if this finishes 0-0 as I expected. Because Alexander-Arnold had a lightning start. I was not expecting that to go in, but wow, it did.
I think it was extremely lucky because it did hit them, and it just was unfortunate for their defender.
Excellent pace here, breaks into the box on the right hand side, and I don't know what happens. I think it takes a deflection. I think he just hits it. I think, does it bounce off of the defender or the goalkeeper? It
bounces, I believe, off the defender and goes in. Let's have a look.
Oh yeah,
off his leg. It goes over the top of his leg.
He's trying to play it across to, I don't know who that is in the box. Maybe Jota at the far post.
I think so.
And instead, the defender gets the block in, and it ricochets off the defender.
Round over the top of the goalkeeper.
Loops over the goalkeeper. Yeah, it was Jota. He was trying to play it to Jota at the back post. And I agree. Commentators just said Liverpool ahead and deservedly so, and I fully agree. I think Liverpool.
They've started this off stronger, haven't they? Definitely.
Liverpool.
We're back here, right? We're back here again already. Look at this.
Like AC Milan look like they're defending for their lives at the moment, and it's 10 minutes in.
Yeah. But the issue with this is, are we using up a lot of our energy now, and we're going to suffer for it? Then again, no, we've got people off the. Like, you're allowed. Is it 5 subs on Champions League, or is it still 3? I don't know. But we've got people that are stronger on the bench. Like we can bring on Verge, we can bring on Mane, we can bring on Thiago, we can bring on loads of people.
We've got a lot. We've got a lot of potential options on the bench, which is a relief. I said if we've got Taki who could come on, who's back from injury. If he does, I suspect he'll maybe have a cameo role because he is literally just back from injury, and probably only if needed. I suspect.
I think he'll only come on if we have a decent lead and it's like 10 minutes, 15 minutes left or something to get him some minutes.
If we need midfield control and need to calm things down and shore things up, we've got Milner.
Yeah.
If maybe we need
good challenge from Matt.
Energy in midfield, we could bring on Curtis.
If we need to unlock something, we can bring on Thiago.
I said if
he is an approved locksmith.
Front three, he could play Ox in a number of positions in and around the front, or maybe just behind.
Mane, bring on Mane, move up Jota.
Yeah, I said there's. Actually looking like we've got a decent bench on to bear in mind we've not got
as strong of a starting 11, but
Yeah, and this is bear in mind that we still don't have Bobby, and we don't have. Well, we're not going to unfortunately see Harvey for some time, but yeah.
Although apparently by the end of the season.
Come on, Mo.
Oh, Mo! Oh, good challenge from who was that? Their defender, 25.
I tell you, they are
23. Tomori, Fikayo Tomori, English player.
Lively.
I think actually, I know he's responsible for the goal. I actually think he's he's English player. I think he's actually a decent defender. Definitely worthy of being given a call up to the England squad, but I think because he suffers from the international player karma, where basically Southgate just doesn't watch him because he plays abroad. Sancho almost suffered the same fate, but Robbo with it. Ooh! Decent shot for Robbo.
It is unfortunately the England way.
Were they saying handball?
What?
No. Is it? Did they get a yellow card? Oh, you got your inside info there, Craig.
It's close range, but
it is unnatural position, but it is close range.
Unfortunately, I'd say for him, he turns away from the ball to try and block it, but puts his arm in the way. I think if he literally stood his ground, I feel like it would be ball to hand because he couldn't really move his arms. But I think the fact that
you've just got to try and put your hands down by it is a penalty, Mo Salah. You've just got to try and put your hands down by his side and just put your head down and hope that it hits your head.
I don't think he meant it. I think what it was is he turned away because he thought. Granted, if I saw a ball being blasted at me, I would try to turn away.
Especially if it was Robbo.
That motion sent his arm slightly outwards. And into the direct path of the ball.
Can we double this?
He needed to keep it by his side. Come on, Mo.
Come on, Mo. Come on, Mo. Come on, Mo. Saved. Oh, saved again. I think that's the first penalty that has been saved from Mo Salah for in the last 17 attempts.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen Mo miss a penalty for Liverpool.
Well, to be fair, he doesn't miss it. He gets saved. Good save though.
Granted, it wasn't a great penalty. He just sort of blasted it down the middle.
That's usually what you have to do, though, and that's usually what Mo does. Good double save there, though, from the goalkeeper. Unlucky from Mo. Although I think that will be good, though, because it'll serve as a motivator for him now. He'll be annoyed that he didn't get that.
Well, that's unfortunate. We could. The thing is, though, that will probably only spur them on.
I don't know. Will it? I'd probably say agree with you more if it was still 0-0, but I don't know if it would necessarily spare them on, at least yet anyway. I think that will motivate Mo. I think he'll be annoyed that he lost that. Wild shot. That's not good either. Ooh.
I think that they might think though. In my head, they'd be like, guys, we could literally be dead and buried now,
still in
and
it.
We've just saved a penalty. We're still in this.
I do get where you're coming from with that, but I think the fact that it's 1-0 already sort of changes that. I think they're all just like, well, they've been dominating us ever since it started. It's already 1-0 after 10 minutes. We can try and hold on, but we're just going to have to get lucky on a goal. It could be what you said. It could be what I said. We don't know, do we?
But Liverpool certainly need to push for a second.
Absolutely. Liverpool needs to push for 11 more. Mo needs to get a hat-trick now. He had an absolute wild shot a second ago that Jota passed to him, and then he missed the penalty.
It wasn't. I mean, he didn't cover himself in glory that penalty. I mean, he does.
Sorry. Can I just interrupt you real quick? 15 minutes, 13 attempts, 6 on target. 15 minutes we're in. That's mad.
It is mad.
That's an attempt. That's a shot a minute.
I did say they could be 3 up by now.
And that's three shots on target every 5 minutes.
Said,
mental.
Yeah, it's bloody mental, mate.
Foul on Origi there. Get a share pulled. So arm pulled even. It's a nice header over the top
right,
of him.
If you want to know, Sporting versus Ajax. Ajax are winning 2-0. Okay. Atletico versus Porto is currently 0-0.
Okay.
That's the other game in our group.
Yeah.
Inter Real Madrid is 0-0.
Okay.
Club Bruges are losing at home 1-0 to PSG at the moment. Goal by Ander Herrera.
Okay.
Man City have just taken the lead against Leipzig with Ake scoring.
Ake? Bloody hell!
I know. There's a long lost name, isn't there?
I know, yeah.
And of course we're winning 1-0.
From Trent, I suppose that's probably as surprising. Well, maybe not as surprising, but you could argue equally as surprising as Ake. I mean, overall, this has been a flying start. Very unfortunate to not be like 3 up here within the first 20 minutes. Very unfortunate.
I just hope that they don't suffer for it because quite often Liverpool have suffered for not taking the chances.
Yeah, I just hope we don't burn out too quick, and then they have all the energy they need. They just spend all their time defending.
I mean,
so
they're
their
saving the
strikers
penalty. If they need a lucky goal, if they nick a lucky goal, they'll be tails up and happy as can be.
Especially if it's an equaliser. At the moment. Tell you what though, some of the players I didn't think would be, on it. Keita's had some good challenges. Joe's looked alright. Origi's been phenomenal so far. I can't really say a bad thing about him. Looking at some of the players that I wouldn't have thought are actually doing well. Let me get your thoughts on this then as well, because this is a thing. They have a midfielder called Frank Kessie. He's on screen now, actually 79. Apparently he's linked to us because his contract's out by the end of the year, or by the end of next year or something, I think. So they want to sell him, they want to try and sell him. I don't think they'll get a chance to. But there's a chance he might come to us as a free agent, or they might try and bring him in as one of the rumours was a swap deal between Thiago and him. Now, obviously, the only advantage there is Kessie is younger. I think Kessie's like 24 or something, 25. Decent header by Matip.
That's Matip's second head from target as well.
I know, yeah. Goalkeeper's good.
I wouldn't even entertain the idea of a swap deal.
No, I wouldn't. I know Kessie's younger, but Thiago's just like, he's underrated. Because he's not scoring goals or assisting in every game. You don't often see about you have to watch him.
The thing was, before he came to Liverpool, and before he got injured against Everton for months and months and months, he was literally regarded as one of the best midfielders in Europe.
Oh, that goal's been classed as an own goal by Tomori. It's not been given to Trent. I mean, I suppose that's fair. He did try and pass it, and it went in, but
it was a cross. I don't think it was on target.
No, it wasn't. He was trying to pass it to Jota, and it failed.
I don't think Trent will care.
I think he'll be happy. I think he'll care a little bit, but not loads. So, sorry, I interrupted you again there. What was your statement just before I interrupted you there? Because I was going to add to it.
I don't know. We were going on about Thiago
Oh, yeah,
being good.
about how he came over here and then he was suddenly not classed as the world's best or whatever. Um, yeah, I mean, he joined us when he was a Champions League winner, didn't he? Because he won it with Bayern and then came to us in the same summer. He had obviously won Champions League with Bayern before that as well, I believe, and he's well experienced and he's like creative and clever on the ball. But that means you don't often get your name plastered up in lights because you're not scoring or assisting in every single game.
I don't know, but it's like Ronaldo in a way. I mean,
very
he wasn't
underrated.
scoring or assisting, but the job that he did for the team was unbelievable.
Yeah, absolutely. He was crucial to the team in controlling them performing the way he did, even though he wasn't scoring or assisting every single chance and attempt on every game. Thiago's very much the same of that. The only advantage you could get from it is that Kessie is younger. Thiago's obviously older. He's like 30 something. What's going on here? But again, that's very. When you're looking at the two players, okay, you look one's older, one's younger. When you're looking at the two players, you go, nah. I mean, I'd take him as a free agent. I'd like for us to go and get him as a free agent. I'd happily get that. But my priority would be wanting to go and get Bellingham, which we have obviously been linked to, and quite reliably so as well. So I hope that comes off. Cassie's just been pushed over, everyone knows. I was going to say something. Oh yeah, regarding Origi. Do you not think this may be just an attempt to bolster his tag before he goes? I'm not saying it is the case, but do you think it could be a case? Do you think it's got the possibility that all we're doing here is trying to get him performance so that we can bolster his tag up a little bit before we try and sell him on in January?
Maybe. I mean, maybe Klopp thinks this will be a straightforward game.
That was a dirty challenge, that, and nothing was awarded there.
But also, I mean, it's the first Champions League game. I mean, I feel like if you're probably going to put him in the shop window for January, I mean, you're doing it a bit early.
You'd do it a bit closer, wouldn't you? But maybe he has plans to consistently play him until January. For that reason. Maybe people will just go... I don't know how transfers work, I don't know how clubs work, but maybe they don't just go off recent form. They'll go, how have you been performing so far this season? I mean, granted, it's not been the best start because he's not been in the squad since now. But if he's playing consistently till January, clubs will go, okay, well, you had a bit of a dodgy season last year, but you weren't played that often. You've been playing half a season now and you've been good. We'll buy you. Like, that might be what they're doing. Clubs might not just go off the last couple of weeks or 2 months or whatever. They might go off, well, they probably will go off long term overall. And they'll average it out. So maybe they're just trying to up the average for Origi at the moment. I think it's a possibility. I don't actually know. I think regardless... Well, actually, no, I do think regardless. I think he is going to go because his contract is only till next year, I believe. I don't think he's got long left. So even if he doesn't get sold, I think we won't extend the contract. Of which then we'll probably look to sell him beforehand, and if we can't sell him, we just won't renew. So I think inadvertently this will just be a chance to raise his price tag anyway. 25 minutes in. We have slowed down the pace here, haven't we? Well, we're not.
Yeah, we have. So we had all those chances, and unfortunately, even with the penalty, we only have one goal to show for it. We've sort of we've eased off a little bit here, which is worrying. I mean, I know it's game. I don't think you couldn't you couldn't play at that pace throughout the entire game. But
No.
yeah, it'd be nice to.
But it's a bit concerning when we've already had a couple of chances and then we're already slowing
Yeah.
down. Maybe they're
So
just managing the
if
game
it took,
time better. But
took another one of those chances and scored the penalty, it'd be game over.
yeah, you wouldn't mind easing off as much and just playing it a little bit safer and then maybe just going on counters and trying to increase the lead. But, you know, all it takes right now is a lucky goal and they're equalised. They've got a point out of this.
It'd be straight back in.
Excuse me. Excuse me. Any I know we're only 25 minutes in, but any players impressing you so far? Obviously, other than Origi, with what you kind of addressed him.
I mean, I have been very pleased with Origi.
Yeah, I mean, I have as well. To be fair, I'm probably his harshest critic in our group, and
I know. All the stick I was giving Origi, and he's actually been pretty good. To be fair to him. Obviously disappointed with Mo. He's had a penalty saved and a wild shot. I mean, he's been involved, I'm sure. Not too sure. Haven't seen much of Jota. Feel like again not seen. I literally just remembered that Naby's playing.
Naby's been alright, to be fair. He's won a couple of balls back. He's had some good challenges and good tackles on people.
I presume Hendo and Fab are just doing their roles. I wouldn't say I've seen anything spectacular from them. Obviously, I think, well, for the most part, Joe and Matip are dealing with everything they've come to.
Matip's had a few chances with the headers.
Yeah, Matip's been certainly getting involved. He's been looking pretty good, Matip. I mean, he's definitely probably, apart from Mo, most unlucky to not be on the score sheet because he's had two decent headers at goal.
Indeed.
So, I mean, granted, it was a hell of a ball in by Robbo as well earlier.
And the shot that led to the penalty as well. Had that not been a handball, that might have gone in. It looked like it was decent power. It looked like it was decent placement.
So I'd say at the moment my heroes are heroes. My hero, my standout players probably I'd say
standout heroes.
Robbo, Matip, and Origi.
Cut to us like 30 minutes ago when we just found out Origi was playing and tell us that again and we'd be flabbergasted. Now getting a few decent spells up our side now. It's not great. That was a overhit there, but everyone's managed to sort of get back into place, hopefully.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. That was a miss kick, but it actually worked out well for them. It was off target, but it worked out well because it bounced back.
But you also have to bear in mind of when chances are when we play against this team next, they will have Ibrahimovic, who granted I think is 39. I mean, his class is permanent. I mean, he's not like a.
I think anyone that knows football knows Ibrahimovic is not
on the wings, but I mean, his ability. He's got one hell of a kick on him.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't if you don't know anything about football. That was almost brilliant from Origi there to Salah.
The thing is,
if you know anything about football, you don't underestimate Ibrahimovic. You don't do it.
To be playing at his standard at his age is absolutely unheard of. It's insane how he's kept himself so fit and like still scoring solid.
Oh Mo!
Oh Mo!
Ooh, close. Very close.
That was quite a decent save, to be fair.
Yep. Their goalkeeper's probably been their best player so far.
Yep. Well, I mean, he's saved the penalty and saved the hell of all the shots. I mean,
saved a penalty, then saved an immediate header afterwards.
Definitely their keeper thus far.
Yeah, absolutely. They've kept him in. He's kept them in this. He saved the penalty, then the shot from I think it was Trent after the penalty, then two Matip headers, then Mo's shot. Then amazing.
Oh, Jota. Oh, Jota should have hit you. Jota should have dropped that.
Couldn't control it well enough. I somewhat agree with you. I think I'd say Robbo's been great so far. I'd also add Keita in there, to be fair. Matip, Origi. And do you know what? I'll say Trent as well, because Trent's actually been good. He's bombed it up. He's gave some good passes, gave some key passes. They're just nothing's really come of them, apart from the first one, obviously. This is good, though.
Oh, that was
Robbo in the box. Crosses it back. It was too far back for anyone, but it does fall to Keita, who gets it round a defender, takes a shot on. I thought that went in.
No, he's not having not having a great spell at the moment, Jota, is he?
Not particularly, but I think
I mean, don't get me wrong, I still love him, but I mean, this has not been it's not been his greatest performance thus far. God.
No, that was an awful pass, that. No, not really. I mean, he did give the chance to Mo, who then skied it, but apart from that, nothing really too surprising. Bit of heavy touches constantly, but yeah, I just noticed then our passing between Robbo and Keita wasn't great. They both tried to cut it back in the box, and it was both just too far back for anyone, straight to their defenders. But hopefully we can just nick another one before half time. That'll be great. If we nick another one before half time, play it out a little bit in the second half, and then maybe get some other people on that could do with minutes. Maybe try and up the lead a little bit. Actually,
why are we singing the Bobby song?
What, the crowd?
Yeah.
Nice. Sí, señor.
Bobby. I mean, he's not there, mate.
They did that for which game was it? Oh, he fucked that up there. Did you see that? Goalkeeper went to run out, and then he hit it as it was running out, and it gave away a corner.
Yep.
Oopsie daisy.
I hurt myself.
Inside joke that no one in the stream will get, but I love it.
No. Shout out to Hurt Myself, lad.
Yeah.
Hope you're doing okay. Hope you've recovered.
I mean, I'd be surprised if he hadn't recovered at this point. Tell you what, they're good at marking and just blocking generally on the Oh.
What a mental ball that was.
That's yeah, we're not. There's something about that left side tonight. Everyone that goes down there is not really performing. Like something goes wayward or something just goes wrong.
Also, to be fair, typically Italian teams are very, very, very well drilled defensively. They are typically hard to break down and play a fairly slow game.
I mean, we did a good job at the start, but maybe that's because they weren't switched on.
Yeah, so I feel like they will probably be playing to be shore things up and slow things down.
Yeah.
Which is not what particularly Liverpool want to happen, but
no.
Also, at the same time, if they can continue doing nothing, they'll get nothing out of the game. So
this is decent. No, nothing of it. It took a block. Trent, heavy touch. That was some weird style defending. You see that? Mo tried to... Why? Mo tried to tackle someone, ended up backing out last minute, and the guy who ended up tackling, or trying to tackle, still fell anyway, but fell in front of the ball so that Mo couldn't get it, and then just got back up. It was like he was expecting the collision, so went down and threw himself to the ground, but then nothing happened, so he had to get back up to prevent getting booked for simulation. You can see the fans singing. I don't know what they're singing. I can't hear it, but they are singing. Come on, let's not waste this free kick. Trent, Oh, it's Robbo. Okay, and it's close header there from Jota, but it was just bounced off someone else's, one of their defenders' heads, I think. Keita passing it back to Gomez. Gomez getting it out wide to Robbo, who's on the right for some reason. Robbo getting back to Gomez. Keita's struggling to know what to do. They are, do you know what? I'm looking at it now. They are quite solid defensively there. They had like 3 people marking, so there was no lanes to pass to. That was quite smart from them. I'll give them that. Total attempts 14, corners 10, ball possession 55%. They've had 1 attempt, which I don't think was on target as well. It's going the wrong way. I'll be annoyed if this goes to half time without another goal. I think we need another one here before half time to make them not.
I was saying, I wish they made them count. I mean, they missed the penalty and they didn't take the chances before then. And since AC Milan have grown into the game a little bit, and Liverpool have sort of, I mean, granted, also Liverpool have really sort of let them, because Liverpool have eased off. They're not going for it as hard as what they were. Those opening 15 minutes, Liverpool came out absolutely flying.
Game could have been done in the first 15.
Yeah, but unfortunately missed the penalty. AC Milan grew into it a little bit, and
what happened there?
Yeah, so could really do with a second goal before to sort of like make sure, because I'm saying if it gets to 1-0 at half time, Milan will go into that dressing room and think, holy hell, we were absolutely battered for 15 minutes. We had a penalty saved. We are very, very lucky to be only 1 down in this game, and we've got a hell of a chance to get something from this game.
Absolutely.
So,
what is happening? I'm seeing so many things happen in the crowd here, and they're just like on the field and whatnot. Like someone's just been given a ball apparently, but I thought they had to give them back. What's going on? I can't hear anything, so I feel lost.
They're going I tell you
what, he's made up though.
I think they're going on about the commentators also. I think suggesting that the ball had a puncture or like a tear in it or something.
Oh, so they just gave it to the guy.
So it was kicked out and Klopp gave it to someone in the crowd.
Nice. Well, that's class. To be fair though, Harvey's like rubbing off on him here.
I mean, it might be the other way around.
No, Harvey gives away every single thing he gets. He's gave away about 10 shirts already. He's only started 3 games.
He's forever walking around naked because he gives away every single bit of kit that he gets. He walks out at half time and like he's just got boxers and a pair of slippers on. What happened to your kit? Well, I passed 17 kids on the way out of the tunnel. And
gave one me laces, gave one me boot.
Yeah. I mean, the shirt seemed a lot, so I took the numbers off them, gave them a number each, gave someone else a shirt.
Gave someone else each letter. Name.
Gave some the shorts.
Cut me short and off, gave one side to...
little Bobby got my shin pads. Speaking of little Bobby, we are due a little Bobby, aren't we?
Indeed, yeah. Ooh, good stop there from Matip. We are indeed, yeah. He posted a very funny and amusing photo on Instagram.
Is due a Baba? I don't know if he's already a father, but
he is.
Not,
he is already a
father.
Not,
well, a new baby Bobby is en route.
Yep. Bobby Firmino Jr. I think he's got two girls. I want to say. I think. So I'm not sure on that. Don't quote me on that, but I think he's got two little girls. But I don't know what the gender of this one is. But did you see the Instagram post?
Wait, granted, I feel like it's sort of representative of Liverpool sort of easing off a bit as well recently. But our hero, who's actually down on the floor at the moment, I would say, I mean, granted, I'd say Rigi's gone quiet. I mean, but it's all representative of the whole team, really.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's kind of like what everyone's done. Everyone's quite died down a little bit.
But then again, I mean, this is sort of similar to Leeds in a way. Didn't take the chances against Leeds. And I think that was 1-0 at half-time. But they came out, gave it a good go, and got the second goal quite early on in the second half to sort things out, which had... I mean, granted, there's still time for for a goal here, but I'd love a goal before half time, but if not, a goal for Liverpool just after half time would be splendid.
Mm.
I just worry. I hate 1-0s. It's terrifying me.
Yeah.
I mean, they scare me at the best of times. I must admit, I do feel better about 1-0s when Van Dijk is playing.
I still don't think anyone really likes 1-0s, especially Liverpool.
I wouldn't say
especially after last season.
I wouldn't say I don't like it, but if Van Dijk was playing, I'd maybe feel 10% better about it.
Yeah. I think after last season, everyone's kind of like still haunted by like the amount of 1-0s we had, but which ended up being like equalisers last minute or something like that. Trent's just not.
We'll say Man City are 2 up thanks to an own goal.
Of course.
Right. Brace yourself. Club Brugge have equalised against PSG.
Bloody hell! Oh God, you can't be getting a draw in the group stage against arguably your weakest opponent in the group.
Inter is 0-0 with Real Madrid at the moment. Atletico versus Porto is still a draw, 0-0, goalless. And Sporting are losing 3-1 at home to Ajax. So.
Oh no! Is that off? Is that on? Is that off? Is that on?
Well, imagine that. How many times? How long have I been saying this?
I think that's on. No one's taken it away so far. Man. See, this is what I mean. How long have
I been saying this? Don't take your chances and suffer for it.
I thought that was off, but it looks like it's on. No one looks like they're arguing it. Everyone's celebrating still. That's all it takes. Everyone just switched off for a second.
I know. Thing is, they haven't looked remotely near like scoring all game.
Gomez got dragged out of position, that's why, and then didn't mark the guy.
And it only took that one moment, and that's it, their level. For all Liverpool's chances, for all their possession, for all the times Liverpool were battering this team, didn't take any of the chances, and now they're level. To be fair, that's what the commentators are saying as well. Liverpool should have put this game to bed, and now they're level.
See, I think the issue there is, I'm not faulting him, but Gomez got dragged out of position because the striker he had to, because he got played a decent through ball. But then after he'd passed it, he left the guy unmarked. Come on, Keita, start something here. Jota, get around to Kate. Oh, sloppy pass. That's our worst trait, is the sloppy passing. I feel like we do more than unjustified.
Will be all for this now.
Oh God, Robbo. Oh my. What is happening? What is happening here? See, a sloppy pass gave that away there. Oh God. Turns out they can get 2 goals before half time.
I tell you, it just needs those moments, and that was it Matip getting caught out of place and one bad touch?
I mean, Matip was focused on the ball and not the other player, and then it gets slipped through to the player he goes against. Tries to tap it.
His legs.
Yeah. And Robbo did get a good touch on it, but was going in too quick and ended up sliding behind.
If you don't take your chances, this is what happens. And as I said, all they needed was one lucky goal, and they would be full of confidence. And then immediately Liverpool are caught at 6s and 7s, and then it's find themselves behind. It's unbelievable.
We're now down before half time, so I think changes need to be made at half time here, because you can't be losing your home game, your first Champions League group stage game at home. It just shouldn't happen, especially when their main people are out injured. Sloppy
minutes ago.
Passes just need to tighten
minutes
up.
ago, everything was fine.
Again, there, Robbo's just took a touch and it was too heavy, and it ended up just going to one of their players. Sloppy passes. tighten it up. Just look at your player you're passing it to, and then pass it to them, and don't do any fancy. Oh, that's a foul.
Liverpool.
Oh, 1 extra minute. We're probably not going to get equaliser before half time here, are we?
Well, as I said,
is he trying to claim that he's just got hit? I'll go down for the whole minute.
Van Dijk's on the bench. You would have thought Thiago would have been the strongest option in midfield. Would have started Mane up front as well, and here we sit, loads of opportunities, 1 goal, a penalty missed, and losing 2-1. Imagine
that. Do you see what their goalkeeper just tried to do, by the way?
No.
He got clipped by his own defender and then went down, claiming he was injured. And that's half time. Shocking. Absolutely shocking.
It was fine, but unfortunately, last final 3 minutes of that half completely caught Liverpool off guard, and I said Liverpool didn't take advantage when they were ahead, didn't put any of their chances away, and then Milan just kept plucking away. We got a lucky goal, and then Liverpool were just caught. Liverpool were caught napping this time.
Yeah, indeed.
And
you know what the thing I think happened there is, as I think Matip's tried to play his usual game. I can't fully remember. I'd have to replay to confirm this, but I remember thinking that Gomez wasn't really tracking the guy that Matip should be tracking. Normally, you sort of switch and change, don't you? So if that one when Matip got the 3-on-1, and he did get a touch on it, but it just went over. It was just unlucky. Normally, you've got Virgil coming in behind you to mark whoever needs to be marked when Matip should be, but obviously can't for the reason he's going to the ball. Gomez wasn't really sure who to mark, whereas I think Virgil would have been in a more safe place and would have known or predicted who's to mark better. That's just something the sharpness gets you, I think. I think that's just because he's not been in matches for a while that Gomez just doesn't know what to do in that scenario. His judgment's off. But the whole thing came from just a bad pass. The whole bad pass came from the whole goal came from a bad pass initially. They got possession from one of our sloppy passes we just gave away. And that winds me up more than anything. So many times we just look like we're running, we look up slightly, see someone in a position, and just pass it to where we expect them to go, not where we think that. If you're running we'll just play a through ball. We won't predict where they're gonna go. If Keita's running straight and Jota's got the ball, for example, he'll just pass to where he thinks Keita's gonna go. He won't think, Keita's gonna dip in now. I'll try and take another look and then pass it. And it ends up just giving the ball away. It's just sloppy. We just need to tighten it up. With that said, we're at half time. Thoughts? Anything we need to subs? Would you bring anyone on? Would you take anyone off? What would you change?
I think it's time for You see, I don't know. I always would have started Thiago, but I'm not sure if bringing Thiago would be the solution to this.
I certainly would. I think he dictates the midfield.
We need a goal.
When you think we need a goal, but when you think about what happened against Leeds and what happens against other teams that Thiago plays against us, he starts to dictate the midfield. He chooses what happens. Yeah, the slows it down or speeds up. He chooses what happens in the midfield. Of our current midfield, who's doing that? I don't think it's Keita, and Jordan Henderson and Fabinho are just trying to cover, basically. Don't think Keita's doing it. I probably would bring on Thiago for Keita. And then to bring Mane on. I think Mane might be motivated
I mean, granted, he worked really damn hard for his goal
Yeah.
the other day, and he's unfortunately found himself dropped. But granted, I expect I'm just having a look now.
Mo's been pretty quiet as well.
I also forgot now away goals don't count for double, so that's going to be a very interesting change for the knockout phases.
Is that ineffective this Champions League?
I believe so.
Interesting. How did they settle that then? Is it just whoever scores the most in total? But then what happens if it's a draw? Does it go to penalties?
Five allowed over 90 minutes and an additional change or an extra time.
Is that subs? Yeah.
I believe so. So I presume in that case, if there's 5 subs, I would literally think I would go for Berg. I'd put Van Dijk on for Joe, or Van Dijk on for Joe, Thiago on for Keita, and Mane on for Origi. Because
I think I'd do the same.
you can't start. I mean,
Virgil shows up the defence.
Thiago helps get control to midfield.
Thiago dictates the midfield. Mane is
hopefully helps put one of these chances away.
Well, yeah, he's more prolific than Origi. Origi, since they've showed up, their defence hasn't really been in the game as such. I think that's what. Yeah, I'll just make those 3 changes.
I said it's not the end of the world, but as I was saying, I mean, I said all this to begin with. I said this is the first game. You want to start strongly. You're at home against one of AC Milan is a team you should be beat. I mean, on paper, potentially AC Milan are probably, arguably, the worst team in the group, and I say worst, likely because they're a good team. They have, they have European, respect and claim behind them in history, and they are a good team. They said they finished second in Italy last year, so they're no one to be messed around with. But in terms of if you were putting bets on as to if those 4 were going to win the Champions League, you'd probably place AC Milan last. So I'd say they're probably the least favourites to get out the group. So I'd
say it's either them or Porto.
Yeah. I mean, in the group on paper, you'd definitely expect Atletico Madrid. And
yeah,
Liverpool
you'd expect Liverpool to be and Atletico to be the ones that get through.
But so Liverpool, your European giants. So we've been told Salah missed his very first penalty for Liverpool and then scored 17 in a row.
And that was the first one that was saved since then, I think, as well. That was the first one either saved or missed.
So, like I said, you have to be put these to bed. I mean, it will be a hell of a lot harder when you go to the round away, and
absolutely,
it's a tough group. If you don't pick up the points, you'll struggle to get out of it.
See, look, I don't know if you just saw that replay. Gomez goes to run to the guy who gets the ball, and I think that's just poor decision making. He gets beat there, that's fine. He then runs central, gets passed to, I don't know his name, but in the middle. But then Gomez goes to run to him, and he immediately just passes to the guy who's wide, who then scores.
I will say, oddly for Alisson there, sees the ball coming. His foot's actually closer to it, yet he sort of puts his foot away. I thought that, but then
it's. I think that's just because it's awkward though. Like, you can try and bend your foot back, but you're not gonna be sure you get it. You might it's just a decision making thing. If you think it is very awkward, that goal's horrible to watch. I hate that goal. It stops right in front of the goal, and Robbo's there. He just can't get up in time.
I mean, that was a series of unfortunate events. It was a very fortunate deflection of Matip to fall to it. And then Robbo comes sliding in to block the ball, and unfortunately, it just stops dead under him instead of like going out for a
He does
corner or
go to
something.
hit it, but it doesn't hit it right, and it ends up just stopping instead. I think if anything, he would have been best actually taking the time, getting round the back of it, and kicking it off. But you never know if he thought that someone was chasing him if he had a man on.
I mean,
Yeah.
Unfortunately, now AC Milan are going to.
I mean, they tightened
shop.
up. Yeah, they tightened up defensively anyway. They're gonna tighten it right up now.
Like so. I mean, so as it stands,
the difference is they'll be happy with a draw from this, whereas we won't be. We would need the points here.
Said, well, I mean, unfortunately for us, AC Milan are going to their halftime team talk is summoning as many buses and coaches from Italy as humanly possible. So Liverpool have got a hell of a job to do to break this down second half. Because AC Milan aren't going to come out. That they're just gonna. I mean, they might sense.
You're gonna have to try and make the changes and encourage them to come out. But again, it's gonna be hard. It's hard to convince them to come out when you stick on Van Dijk, when you stick on Thiago, when you stick on Mane. It's hard. They're not gonna want to come out and play with those players, are they? In a way, you might be worse off by making those changes, but like they might think they can get more from this now with the current lineup. Whereas if you stick on Van Dijk, you stick on Thiago, you stick on Mane, you're basically showing up the team of which they then go, well, yeah, we're not getting any more from here. Let's just shut shop. I think bring on Nat Phillips. He'll score us a header. Technically, all goals tonight have come from AC Milan. Annoying. It's very, very, very annoying.
Yeah, I mean, we have much potential for frustration here, right? I'm just going to refill my drink and visit the little boy's room.
Okay. Can I ask you a favour as such then, if you don't mind, just leaving your webcam on, because I think if you turn it off, it just adjusts the screen, of which then I have to then readjust it back. Okay, so while Craig goes the loo, I will discuss the standings as such. So, Group A is Man City. They are playing Leipzig. They are currently... let me get a better screen up for this. We have Inter Milan and Real Madrid. It is 0-0 half-time for them. Atletico Madrid and Porto is 0-0 at half-time for them. Club Brugge and PSG, it is 1-1 half-time. Obviously, we know the result of our game. Man City is 3-1 against Leipzig. Sporting and Ajax, it's 3-1 to Ajax. And that's all the results so far, all at half-time, obviously. Interested? Excuse me. Interesting that Atletico and Porto haven't scored any. Same for Inter and Real Madrid, actually. And PSG. Oh, they haven't scored more. Let's see what Twitter's saying. Let's give Twitter a little read. Let's give it a go. Liverpool have had 13 shots in 17 minutes. Tonight might expose our lack of depth. Dreadful defending for both goals. If Liverpool had a top striker through the middle, we are out of sight. His keeper is playing like prime Dida. Anyone else not really bothered about the penalty miss? We look well on top. I can just score a few more. That was obviously early. That's pretty much the most of mine for now. Let's just check the hashtag. We are about to come back out now. We have our players on the pitch. They're just talking about the comeback. Have any changes been made? I would be surprised if they hadn't. It was quite poor defending. Doesn't look like any have been made. That's a shock. For no game football, Liverpool so dominant for half an hour but punished brutally in the space of 2 minutes before the break. Well worked for Milan but only for the Reds and how easy they were opened up. Agreed. Think it was just bad defending. Bad defending. Could have at least been equal now. Alright, the game has restarted. I'll have to do solo commentary as Craig is gone. I think that's already gone out for a corner. That's a good start. Looks like they're prepping for a short corner. They are. Keita just got done in there. Are you kidding me? They just scored from that. Went right past it. Oh, it was offside. Okay. That was shocking though. How was no one getting to that? What? Hang on, let me just check what the... Oh, it went to VAR, I think. Lucky there, extremely lucky there. That was shocking. They've got him behind again here. Trent's fucked it up. Allison claims. Man's gone over the bar, over the advertising board. And a Liverpool fan helps him back over nicely. A counter started. They're not waiting for him to get back. Mo with the ball. Passes it to Origi. Origi takes on the... something himself. Endo crossed it to Jota. Couldn't get onto it. It got blocked. It's out for a throw-in. For them. Oh wait, no. Someone's down. Who is it? Is it Tamori? I hope they're not going to do all this time wasting shit. Come on, lads. Wake the fuck up. This is unbelievable. Focus. Don't give away a pass. Matip. To Trent. Trent. In the middle to Fabinho. Fabinho runs with a little bit. Salah takes it. Origi. Back over to Salah. Goalkeeper doesn't come, and Salah finishes! That was a bad decision from their goalkeeper, but I'll take it. We love those mistakes. We don't like the ones in red. We do not like the ones in red. Salah, my hero. No, come on. Someone just find the goal one more time, and then we'll lock up shop then. I'm happy with us locking up shop. I don't care. We need the 3 points for this. We can't lose to AC Milan at Anfield. Can you imagine how insufferable every other fan will be? Are they checking if it's offside or not? His arms, maybe not, but his feet are. I hope they don't fuck that up. What a finish. Outside the foot, it just dinks it. Boom. Nice finish. I love that finish. That's sick. Salah. Good ball from Origi. Over the top. That was a brilliant touch from Robbo there as well when the ball went out. Why can't he do that when the ball's in play? Good claim by Gomez. Gets it to Fabinho. Fabinho to Origi. Gets tested in the back. Jota does well to keep it in. Keita has nowhere to go but back. Rip for Craig. Jesus. He missed all that. Speaking of the devil.
I'm back. Yay!
I was going to say, check the score.
Alright, okay. I mean, I guess mainly for me, but also for the viewers, what happened?
Well, the viewers saw, but obviously you didn't. Nice work up. It was Fabinho passed it to Origi on the edge of the box. Everyone started to close down Origi. Salah made a run. Origi chipped it over the players into Salah. Goalkeeper didn't come for it. He was one-on-one with the goalkeeper. Bounces, just taps it with the outside of his foot and dinks it in the net on the far side.
So Salah's redeemed himself.
And to be fair, Origi was a brilliant pass from Origi.
Yeah. So obviously Origi, good work in the build-up. Salah's redeemed himself, so Salah will be hungry now. I mean, he's made amends. The penalty will be out. I think out of his mind.
Now he's settled that. He just wants the goal anyway. He's forgiven for the penalty miss. We just need the standard game a goal anyway. Goal a game, sorry.
So okay.
Oh, Trent! Oh my God!
Oh,
Just over.
Oh.
What a volley!
Right. Okay then. Okay. Back in business. That's what Liverpool needed. The longer the game would have gone on without
I
scoring.
would still like us to shore up the back, though. I'm not too sure we're confident at the back there.
Were any substitutions made?
Good ball from Fabinho. Origi takes it on himself when he should have passed it to Salah there, who was coming in. Unmarked, he lost his defender. Come on, get the ball back. Let's just play it safe. Let's not do any sloppy passing. Let's not do any sloppy decision making. We need another one. We can't settle for a draw.
I mean, I'd rather not.
I'd say this one we can't get a draw from. If we wanna get through this group, we can't get a draw from this game.
I mean, do we?
Oh, Salah's in the. Oh, he didn't go for it.
It's difficult, really. I mean, obviously, yeah, you have to finish first or second. In the group, you can. I mean, you would expect Atletico to beat these two teams home and away. Porto and
Rebic there trying to kick the ball out of Alisson's hands.
And AC Milan.
See, the thing about... Sorry, I thought you'd finished.
Logic would dictate, to put fate in sort of your own hands, you'd have to match Atletico's results with these teams to go through it either first or second. I mean, obviously everyone wants to win the group, and in theory, you get the better draw if you finish top. But it doesn't. I mean, think a few times
Doesn't always
last
work out
season
that way.
it didn't necessarily work out because there were a few surprises with the big clubs coming second. Because I think Liverpool,
but also it like all the big clubs, like we were quite good in ours. We got Leipzig, who we beat 2-0 in both fixtures. But there was other clubs that, like, I mean, Leipzig is by far far from a bad team, and that was considered the easy option as well. But the issue is in the groups. If you look at them, normally you can sort of work out where people will finish because of the quality of them, based on like comparing them to each other. So like in City's group, you're obviously looking it's going to be PSG and City. If it's not, then it's going to be a massive shock. In United's group, it's going to be United and probably actually can't remember who the group was, but say Chelsea's group, Chelsea and Juventus probably. In our group, it's so tight that you don't know who can take that second. You'd assume like it. Well, I mean, all the spots really up for grabs. You don't know who's going to finish first. It could be either Let's Go or Liverpool. If it is Let's Go or Liverpool, who then finishes second? Is it the other one, or could it be maybe Madrid? Could it be maybe Porto? Could it be? I mean, because Porto made it to like the quarterfinals last year.
I mean, it's definitely a group where it's a group where you would not be surprised typically to see any of these four teams in the next stages.
No, absolutely not.
So depending on how the groups felt, I mean, granted, like if you had no idea on the groups on who was going to end up what in the groups.
Oh, bad touch from Sanders, gave away possession.
Yeah. And you had to sit there and pick who would you see in the next round. You would probably pick these four teams. You'd probably expect to see these four teams. Yeah. I mean, granted, after the next round, I'd probably drop AC Milan and Porto off, potentially. But, I mean...
It should go that way. Is it going to be... You don't know. It's so close to figure out. Normally, you can sort of do accurate guesswork based on quality, but... Porto obviously have history with the Champions League. Again, as I say, they made it to the quarterfinal, I think, last year. AC Milan, sort of similar position to us, where they've won it 7 times. Like, they're not to be taken lightly just because they've not made it in the last couple of years.
I mean,
they can switch on for European. Oh, Giroud's coming on.
Would you expect to see Shakhtar Donetsk?
Not really.
No. Would I expect to see Besiktas?
Yeah. Not
really.
Not.
I honestly couldn't even tell you what country Sheriff are from. Who Madrid are playing next?
Don't know. Couldn't tell you either.
Sheriff. Who are they?
Is that? No, that's not. I'm thinking of a different team.
Sporting, CP or CP Sporting. I probably would expect them to go out. Typically. Club Brugge, I'd expect to go out. Young Boys, I'd categorically expect to go out, along with probably Zenit.
Nah, they're the best. They're the best team in the world. They beat Ronaldo. Wolfsburg,
wouldn't expect to see. Dynamo Kiev, wouldn't expect to see. So there's a lot of teams here who I would put behind in the rankings compared to AC Milan and Porto.
Absolutely, I agree with you there.
Oh, Nabi, you were almost. It was almost.
We're brilliant there, wasn't it?
Shouldn't have a bit direct at the keeper, but if you had someone running in on the far post there and kicked it a little bit further away from the goalie, that was a nice move. We are approaching the 60-minute mark, which is typical clock time.
They are looking to bring on Olivier Giroud, who is bad for us.
Who is bad?
I think for Chelsea, he often scored the customary goal against Liverpool. Even though it might not have amounted to much, but it might amount to a lot in this game.
He's certainly a threat. He's a good option to have on the bench.
He's, in my opinion, from what I know of Ibrahimovic, I'd say Giroud's probably as scary as Ibra, to me.
I'm not as worried about him, but what do I know?
Well, what do I know? Robbo, see, that was a bad pass. Why would you do that? Jota wasn't making a run.
If you want... if you'd like me to do...
Sloppy. I'd like you to do...
I'm just tense. don't like this.
I'm not a fan of this. This isn't looking good.
I'd honestly get Thiago and Van Dijk on.
I'd definitely get Van Dijk on. I'd absolutely get Van Dijk
I think you need to shore up defence, and I think Naby's. I mean, I said I literally just praised Naby, but I literally feel like we need a bit more midfield control there.
It's not that he's doing a bad job. It's that he's doing the wrong role for what we need right now, I think.
Yeah, I mean, I agree we need another goal, but
I think it's more likely that Thiago generates that than Keita.
I'd rather shore it.
I mean, he just
Thiago
got the
can
ball
play the pass. Keita's more likely to probably direct to score a goal, arguably, or to be forward in the box doing something. I mean, Thiago is more likely to pick out the killer pass.
You say that, but who assisted Mane in the Leeds game?
Was Thiago from within the box?
Exactly.
But either way, I'd get them. I'd get all three of them on.
Right now I just want to shore up the defense more than anything. There's no reason why we can't put more than one player on, but I would absolutely just get Van Dijk on ASAP.
If you want to know where things stand currently, Man City are, what a game, must be game of the night that, are beating Leipzig 4-2.
Bloody hell. That was 3-1 at half time. We're only 10 minutes after half time. There's been 2 goals scored there.
Club Brugge are holding PSG to 1-1 at the moment.
That is shocking.
60 minutes played.
That is shocking. Imagine they
Inter
draw that game.
Are 0-0 stalemate against Real Madrid. Atletico still a stalemate against Porto. And Sporting are having a really bad time, losing 4-1 at home to Ajax.
I think you could guess that, though. Again, Ajax are sort of, although they're not in a popular league, they are Champions League.
I wouldn't say Ajax would win the Champions League, but also they are well above the rankings.
Robert taking a shot on there. That was probably his best option, apart from Jota, who was already marked. I just think right now, with a game being so tight, then bringing on an actual striker that we know has put us to the sword a couple of times, we need assurance.
They've made a positive move on this. They've made a move to try and find a winner.
Yeah, they've come back from 1-0 down to 2 now 2-2, where it was 2-1, so they were winning. They then decided that a draw from this game wasn't good enough if they're going to get through the group stage, so they're bringing on Olivier Giroud, who is known to deal with us effectively. And our defence, I have confidence in saying I don't think the defence has confidence in themselves right now, at least 100%. I think Joe's kind of looking at it a bit like, oh God. I think he's just coming back and he's like, I've been thrown in the deep end here with this game. I mean, I understand why they would put him on, but again, I think maybe this wasn't the game we expected it to be. They've made a change. Alessandro Florenzi's now on. I don't know if that's a good or bad change. And Olivier Giroud is on. We need Van Dijk on. We need him on. We can't be having Giroud score against us again now. Origi is down. Getting treatments.
I don't even know what happened to him.
I don't. Oh, it looks like they're ready in Mane.
Hey!
I mean, I get it, but I would also like to see Van Dijk come on. I know he needs a rest, but I think that event. I think that's us not learning our lesson there, not bringing on Van Dijk there. But you know, Origi, if he's gone off, you can hold your head high. You got an assist. You did play well at the beginning. I'm sure there's many. I'm sure you've managed to alleviate some LFC fans from being absolutely livid with you from before this. Standard ovation for Origi. Come on. Come on, Mane. You should be hungry for a goal. All the chances you had against Leeds and you only got one. Make her up this time.
Saturday night, the way you move. Sadio Mane.
Do.
I mean, I'd be disappointed with a draw, but if someone offered you a draw right now, would you take it?
Normally I'd say yes, but I don't think in this group we can afford a draw. At least this early on. I think the first game you've got to be making a point for yourself. You've got to go out and win it, especially at home. You give confidence to the rest of the league there if you get a draw from home. I mean, look at the difficulty it took us to get us to the Champions League after last season.
I know.
Realistically, they shouldn't be taking us for granted.
I mean, the miracles that Liverpool pulled off to get into this position. You don't want to make a mess of it. You don't want to have fought and pulled off miracles to.
I mean,
to get
Ali literally scored. You can't be taking that for granted.
To then balls it up, end up in the Europa League, or even worse, just not anything.
Apparently, if Mane does score, that'll be his 100th goal for Liverpool.
Indeed, it would. That'd be nice.
That would be nice. I think someone should whisper that in his ear. Someone should walk up to him and go, "Hey, lad, if you score, you've scored 100 for Liverpool."
Lad,
remember that Mo Salah shirt?
Remember
that Mo Salah shirt that he got the other day? You get one of them.
Mane, if you score, Harvey Elliott will give you his shoe.
The Harvey Elliott will give you his laces.
The Harvey Elliott.
Henderson, nice cross in. Gets to Mane, who tries to take it down, but badly. And he... Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, Mane.
Oh, my Lord.
Oh, no. Less of that, please.
Oh, my God. That was dreadful. Right, now it's out your system. No, don't worry about it. It's out your system now. Just forget about it.
Can we put him back on the bench?
we
got anybody else?
I think the only one left we can go to is Minamino, who is injured.
I've put a quid in the claw machine and I want to put it back. I pulled out. I'm bloody out. Did I ever tell you that right? Once upon a time.
What, you tied a pound to a string and then put it in a machine and pulled it out?
No, but I
Oh, beautiful footwork there from Salah. Just unlucky got beat by.
Went on a claw machine in Chester. I think it was in Cheshire Oaks. And it was full of Marvel teddies. So I was like, right, I definitely want a piece of this action. So, like, I put a pound in or whatever it was, and there was all these Marvel teddies, each with like a little had a little tag on him, like a little it's like plastic tags that you get in clothes that keep like labels on. Yeah. One of them on with like a little cardboard cutout saying like official Marvel product and like saying like Thor on it or Hulk or something.
Yeah.
So put a pound in, lowered the claw into the machine. It went out of sight. I couldn't see it visibly grab any teddy. It sort of like disappeared in amongst the pack, and I was like, "What's going on here?"
What, the claw itself?
No, yeah, the claw. I couldn't see it land on anything. It just sort of like sunk down to like lower than what I was expecting.
Right.
In amongst the dregs of all these teddies.
Right.
You know what I managed to pull out of this claw machine? One of those square bits of cardboard that had fell off one of the teddies. I pulled out a flat. It was lying flat on the bottom. I managed to get the claw on and pull that out. Yeah, I was utterly. I was amazed that.
In a way, that's more of an achievement than the teddy itself.
I agree. I feel like it was harder to pull out a bit of cardboard than a teddy, and somehow, yeah, I was both pleased and immensely disappointed. There's flipping
team of the week
attacking mid.
Yeah, team of the week. That's why we need Van Dijk on, so that Gomez is like not feeling lack of confidence on his own at the back. We can get Matip up in the midfield again.
That's why I told you, put him in my team of the week centre attacking mid. Matip, he was doing all sorts of their stuff against Leeds, wasn't he?
Indeed. Oh, Henderson! Oh, what a shot!
Capitano!
Yes! Oh, skipper! Oh, skipper!
Oh, Henderson.
You fucking hero! My guy, Jordan Henderson.
I think he said first goal in the Champions League. Something like, did he just say 7 years?
Fucking yes, Hendo. I don't know. I can't hear Craig. I'm sorry. I was relying on you to give me all that insider info. What
Henderson,
a goal!
Beautiful man.
What a fucking goal! Someone immediately threw their scarf up there as well. Did you see that?
Henderson, that was beautiful.
What a shot. Steven Gerrard type shit, that. I broke my chair in celebration. Did you see Thiago?
Klopp was the grab machine and Thiago was my bit of cardboard then.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Alison, please sort it out, thank you. Thiago, he is coming. Thiago is coming.
Oh my god, Craig. I hope you just batted that off as if that wasn't hysterical.
What?
Klopp is me, and Thiago is the bit of cardboard in the machine.
We just picking. His head was picking him up like a claw machine. Like Klopp was me in the claw machine. Thiago was with a bit of cardboard. And that...
But it was the way Thiago was also just like, yeah.
Curtis.
Ah.
Are we going to 4-4-2?
Oh god, what's happening here? Is he coming on as the striker, or are we switching to 4-4-2?
Yeah. Are we going to 4-4-2?
Maybe we are switching to 4-4-2 because...
Or is Jones playing a more forward role?
I mean, it could be that. It could also be the 4-4-2 because we want to keep this 3-2. We want to shore it up a bit more, but we still want to try and get some goals in there. I guess we'll see.
And we've still got Milner to bring on.
And we've still got Milner to bring on. We've got Milner and Oxlade-Chamberlain.
I need to find it. It was years and years and years ago. I think it was when I'll find it for you. I'll find it. Leave it with me for a second. And it was just hysterical
Okay.
what happened in this game, I think. Wait.
Oh, I'm immediately overcome with relief there. I mean, it's not over yet, but I feel much better.
Go,
Absolutely, but I feel much better now than I did about 10
now.
minutes ago. Jordan Henderson, of all people. The thing is, I love that goal because remember the whole Ginny Wijnaldum situation about how they didn't want to give him a contract because he was getting older. Henderson obviously just signed one because he's our skipper. I feel like that was more of a PR move because they couldn't afford to not let Jordan Henderson get a contract extension when we weren't signing anyone. But, oh, can Mane get something here? Oh, Curtis just missing that there. What a goal that would have been. Instant impact. So that would have been his first touch, I think. Immediately, Thiago looks way more confident. Sorry, yeah. What was I going to say? FSG don't like giving contracts to older players, lengthy contracts to older players. I think Jordan Henderson's the only exception because he's lifted a Premier League trophy, a Champions League trophy, and blah, blah, blah for us. That has cemented their choice. That is just like, that's why you extend his contract. That's why you sign him. That's why you pay his wages. In moments where it matters, he steps up. Trent taking the ball here. This is good. Mane didn't run through to it. Well, did, but too late. Another corner. Endo's coming back up again. Can he double his goals? Weird corner. Short corner and then across. Thiago hits it low. It hits Fabinho and bounces back. Bad touch. Trent passes it to Curtis, who goes on a little bit of a run, and then passes it to Salah. They don't look as confident now. Surprisingly. Oh, what a flick from Jordan Henderson there. He's got techers. Why would you just keep trying this right side where they're just heavily... Curtis has got space here. He's run away from it. He's got to take a shot. Oh, just wide. Just wide. I think he might be playing more forward. I won't say striker. But I just think he's playing a little bit further forward than the other midfielders. Just wide. That's a beautiful curling shot there. I can confirm, Craig. Jordan Henderson has not scored in the Champions League before tonight since AC Milan last played in the competition in 2014.
Wow. Mad.
Tell you what, this is turning out to be some sort of game as well, isn't it? 3-2.
Exciting stuff. Anfield will be loving this now.
Well, I don't know if they'll be loving it. Maybe if it gets to 4-2, they'll be loving it.
No, well, I mean, to be fair, I mean, they would have had heads. I mean, heads would have dropped certainly at half-time. Thankfully, Salah's goal just after half-time. That was, I mean, he scored so quickly after half-time, I didn't even get a chance to finish my wing and get a drink.
I just went, it's an F for Craig, he's missed this. It's a beautiful pass that as well from, Giroud. Nice. A tiny little shove there from Trent to put him off, and then a punch away from Ali.
Get a grip, please.
Yeah, get a grip. We've been fortunate enough to come back from this. There's been 2 comebacks so far. Let's not make there a third one. They are passing it around pretty well. Cross manages to get round. Massive clears. All for a throw in. I just want Virgil to come on so we can shore this up.
Sorted out, please.
We don't look entirely confident when it goes our edge of the pitch. Oh, what happened there? Foul or penalty? Foul, I think, but on our player, I think. I think Kessie fouls Thiago.
I wish I could. I can't find any information on it, and it's a point that's long gone and long since lost its.
What were you looking for? What was the point going to be?
Under Kenny Dalglish many years ago, because we were talking about like seeing out a match and like changing the formation to try and like hold on to the lead.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure, I'd have to check, because I can't remember, but I feel like, so Liverpool were playing Man City in the League Cup, and whoever won was going to the final.
Yeah.
And Man City, I mean, there was a significant gap between, like, City were on top of the world, and Liverpool were, you know, they were sort of like maybe like, I think they just finished maybe 7th. They were far from the team they are now, and the Champions League for Liverpool back then was far from a given. So Man City, everyone's like, holy Christ. Right.
No one's looking forward to it. Everyone's thinking like.
And early on in the game, I think about 15 minutes in, Liverpool won a penalty which Gerrard scored. So they were 1-0 up away against Man City. And they were doing whatever they possibly could. Like Liverpool went full park the bus themselves to try and hold on to it, because 1-0 beating City away was a phenomenal result.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure in the end, I think they were allowed like 3 subs, and I think all the 3 subs were defenders. And I feel like at some point there was something mad, like in the end of the game, Liverpool had like 6 or 7 defenders on the pitch to try and defend this lead.
It reminds me of one of our games last season in the Champions League where we took off Salah, I think it was, and put on Nico. And I think at that point we had Nico. Oh, this is a good cross here. Oh!
It was literally just
Fucking hell. I think we had Nico, Trent. At that time, I think we had maybe Gomez, Matip, and Robbo. So we had 5 defenders on for like a 1-0 win in the Champions League last season. I think we'd already won the group as well.
just like, just literally sat there like, please, for the love of... just like the bit, hold on. Wow. Do you want a mad one?
Go on.
What a game. Man City 5, Leipzig 3.
Fucking hell.
If you're a neutral watching that game, what a game.
That's a bad touch. That's a bad push,
wow.
It was a really bad push. That defender didn't need to do that. Yeah, I think it's been given a foul. He didn't need to do that. He was beating Thiago in pace there. That was sloppy, that shove.
Despite everything that's going on in that game, Leipzig are giving it a hell of a go. I mean, what an entertaining game that is.
I don't know what, it's annoying because that's actually a really good score as well. It's a shame that it's not going to really amount to nothing other than maybe minus goal difference, which basically means nothing in their group.
So if we, on which of the rounds, Man City 5, Leipzig 3, about 15 minutes to play. Club Brugge 1, PSG 1.
How have they not found another goal? What's their lineup? Are they playing Messi?
PSG. I'll have a look now for you.
I'll have a look. You carry on.
Okay, I'll keep doing this, guys. We have got Inter versus Real Madrid, still 0-0. Atletico versus Porto, still 0-0. Sporting having a really bad time. They are losing 5-1 at home to Ajax.
Jesus.
And if anyone cares, Nottingham Forest are losing 2-0 to Middlesbrough.
Solid. I have just checked. PSG had a front 3 of Neymar, Mbappe, and Messi. What? They have a midfield of Paredes. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Herrera, Gini Wijnaldum, and a defence of Hakimi, Marquinhos, Kimpembe, Diallo, and Navas. And they've only got one goal, and they've conceded a goal.
They only had a front 3 of Messi.
Granted, Mbappe has come off, but Messi and Neymar are still on. And I don't know what time Mbappe came off. Try and find that out for you now. 51 minutes. He came off after 51 minutes for Mario Icardi. So for 50 minutes, they had a front 3 of Neymar, Messi, and Mbappe, and they could only get 1 goal from that. With Gini Wijnaldum behind them, with Paredes, how do you pronounce it, and the Herrera behind them. And they've conceded 1 with Diallo, Kimpembe, Marquinhos, and Hakimi in the defence, and Navas in goal. That's shocking. That is shocking.
I will say, come full time, I will need to depart sharpish, so I'll answer all of my questions and give you my thoughts.
Perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine.
Rapid style.
Well, I can probably ask you in the dying minutes of the game anyway. I doubt anything much change in the dying minutes of this game. I think everyone will be knackered. Obviously, these aren't really the dying minutes yet, so stuff can still change now. But I mean,
there's still a lot can happen in this.
Absolutely.
But Look, I'd say solid effort from Origi. I wouldn't give him man of the match, but it was solid by him.
Who would I give? Effort. Who would? Oh, I'll come to that later because I don't really know who would give man of the match at the moment.
Because Origi was looking good, obviously went off injured. Hadn't done stuff for a spell. He did set up Salah though, so I mean, I'd say he's still maybe in the mix. If he stayed on, that probably would have been better for him. I mean, unfortunately, he went off. It looks like hopefully just a niggle.
It didn't look like he was in severe pain. So.
I heard.
They're bringing on Maldini.
Milner and Ox are coming on. No Van Dijk though.
Okay.
Milner and Ox.
Why? I think that's just again just like shore up. Is
maybe Jota going off? Please don't take Salah off. Salah hates it when he gets subbed off.
Jota's gone off. I think it can only be Jota.
Oh, yeah,
Salah
yes.
has gone off.
Well,
11.
He's going into midfield.
Yeah, he is. Salah's off for
no.
Ox.
Oh, why?
He's taking it well. He's clapping. He's fine with it.
I know he hates
Seemingly,
it.
he does hate it. But I think we're just relying...
At least he got his goal.
Yeah, I think we're just relying on energy now rather than anything else. Hendo's off as well. What the fuck is going on here? Then again, I don't know who else could come off for Milner. Can't take off the defender. But why is Virgil not coming on? What a strike that is as well. Jordan Henderson. What a man. James Milner. What a man.
Come on, Milkip.
James Milkip.
Help. Come on. Help us see it out, please. Let's not regret this change. So, Ox. Did Ox play front right?
He can't. I think
Mane's on the right.
He used to for Arsenal. I think he did used to play right wing or right mid for Arsenal.
So it looks like Curtis on the left, Ox on the right, Mane central striker. Sort of.
I don't actually know because I saw. Oh, actually, yeah, Curtis is playing left more. That's odd to put Mane in the middle. Yeah. No one puts Mane in the middle.
No one puts Mane in.
I'd have probably guessed that Curtis is better off being in the middle than Mane.
So I've actually got flipping. I mean, Curtis is a.
I honestly don't even know what we're doing right now. To be honest,
he's not really a forward. I mean, it's strange. We just have one striker and sort of two midfielders. Just even.
We have like 5 midfielders in total. We have Fabinho, Curtis, Thiago, Milner.
Yeah.
Oh. Damn. Well, I did a bit more pace on it. Fabinho, Thiago, Curtis, Milner. Have we got someone else as well? I feel like we're missing someone here. No, it is 5 midfield. It is 5 mid. Ox is playing in midfield. If you just looked at the lineup before it changed, then it was Curtis playing left mid.
Fabinho, Thiago, Milner. Is Thiago still on the pitch?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So at the front it's Mane. At the front it's Mane. Then on the left mid it's Jones. Then Milner. Then Fabinho. Then Thiago. Then Oxlade-Chamberlain. Oh fucking hell! Gomez just got that. See, the thing is, we've now got a lack of threat up front now, so they're gonna get the ball more.
I mean, Mane would just be there for the breakaway. Just give it to him on the halfway line.
Yeah, but I almost don't like that because you kind of basically inviting them into the midfield more. I know we've got 5 midfielders, but if they can get round those 5 midfielders,
pressure.
Corner, please do not score this. Please do not.
Can't we just put Van Dijk on for a bit?
Please. Oh fucking hell!
Oh my god!
Oh my god, Alisson, Becky, you're my hero.
The stress is real. Oh no, that's not the ball.
Left. Okay, thank God.
Just
time waste.
Keep hold of it for a minute.
Just go on a little jog. Yeah, just go on a little jog. Have a little bit of a break.
Keep hold of it. We don't need to break quickly. Just keep hold of it for a minute. Just calm down. That.
Oh.
Holy hell, that was close.
Fucking
hell, Paul.
Fucking hell, Paul. How to fucking defend the mate.
We'll just keep hold of it for a bit.
The issue is no one looks confident. Like Trent then just tried to do a pass and it was just immediately blocked.
What is wrong with you? What was that?
No one looks confident.
All we need to do is keep hold of the ball here.
Alright, Fabinho got a good breakaway to Curtis.
Also, Anfield, come on, get the songs going.
Slow that down there.
I think the crowd's a bit nervous at the moment too, you can tell that. Crowd isn't loving life right now.
I think everyone's nervous. No one
looks... They're okay, but nerves.
That was dodgy. Why did he... Has that been given?
Who? Leipzig a red card and
yeah,
City
I think it's been given, but
he
hasn't fouled him. City found a 6th.
Yeah, and of course, Leipzig are a man down.
Of course they are. Robbo's just taking his time with this free kick.
He's gone.
Bending over for the ball.
Hold on,
I'm just going to have a bit of a kip.
Be back in a second. Just going to go grab my iron brew.
If someone can find a corner from goal from this free kick, I'll love them forever.
Wasn't high enough. Was not high enough.
Although Trent can get around, but he takes a heavy touch on it.
Is it going out?
Oh,
that'll do.
So Florenzi's getting quite comfortable with the steward there.
The steward was like, at least buy me a drink.
Take me out for a dinner first, mate, please. Bloody hell.
La la.
Frisky. Is it past Watershed?
It is. Thankfully. Still a bit much. I mean, I'm surprised the commentators haven't. We apologise for any unusual scenes we've had on display.
We apologise for any scenes of a sexual nature. Look at that! All of our goals were scored in the 9th minute. It's the 89th minute now. Let's get one. Oh, that's a bit of a. Okay, it's a throw in. He's awarded a throw.
Well done, Ox.
Good tackle.
Much appreciated, Ox.
Yeah.
Much appreciated.
It was a sloppy one. It could have gone either way, but he got the favour. He got the favour. It is by our half though, which is bad. And Kessie's just absolutely grinding on Fabinho at the moment as well. Oh, Giroud gets it through. Ali come and claim. Okay, good. Fuck. That is scary. It is so fucking terrifying. 5 minutes added on.
No, that's not what we wanted to see, is it?
That's not.
I'll tell you what.
I don't know what that was
It's really
for.
tough, this. It's really tough because I go round, I mean...
Oh! Ox gets a good pass to Mane. Can he do anything with it? Oh, he takes far too fucking long, man.
Mane. I tell you, like, Mane against Leeds, when he didn't have time to think about it and when he just reacted, he scored.
He overthinks
when
it
he's
all
got
the
time
time.
on the ball, he always overthinks what he wants to do. He's like, do I pass? Do I do here or here?
Do I drag it over? Do I take a touch? Do I take a step?
When he just reacts and shoots to the situation.
When he's got no
He's so
time to
much
think, he's way better. Ever since last season, that's been his issue. He just overthinks it.
Because I'd also say, like, for instance, I mean, I'll do a run round while I'm trying to think of. So, Alisson, I think he's played well. I mean, I would say it's harsh saying he could have done better for the goals. I mean, obviously he could have saved them if he was maybe positioned better for them, but I wouldn't put him particularly at fault.
No, I think the second one in particular, I think it was just a lack of defensive strength and structure.
I mean, I can never give goalkeeper man of the match who's conceded twice. And then on that basis probably before the 2 goals, because I think Matip was a bit at fault for at least one of them. I thought Matip has had a fantastic game, but
well, I think to be fair, Matip got a bit unlucky because that touch that took it over his foot rather than just back was unfortunate. I mean, you'd think 9 times out of 10 it would go back.
So the defence were a bit at 6s and 7s. I think Fabinho's done a good job. He's been like a silent. Milner's only been on the pitch for bloody 5 minutes.
He needed to do that though. To do that. The guy was clean away.
There's a very nice professional foul. Well done.
Tactical foul. Let's not say professional. Let's say tactical.
So, Madrid have found an 89th minute goal against Inter Milan. Right.
They've got a free kick in a bad position here. I beg you, defend this for your fucking life.
I think it's Henderson.
What Henderson?
My man of the match.
Oh, yeah, I'd say either Hendo or maybe Maybe Thiago. I don't know. I just feel like I've been, since Thiago's come on, he's looked more confident and I've been more reassured in his presence in midfield than I have.
Oh no, he's certainly like. I mean, I wanted this presence from the get-go. Unfortunately, I think if Thiago probably started the game and played the game like he had and been involved like he has been, I probably would have gone Thiago. I mean,
that was fucking clever from James Milner. Take your time with this now and run this clock down as much as you can before getting a free kick.
Then so obviously like Milner's come on recently, Kurt has come on recently, Thiago fairly recent addition, but obviously done very well in that time.
sorry.
Love it, Milner. Love it.
Milner, what a guy.
This is very reminiscent of Milner versus Barcelona when he was hiding in the corner.
And Ginny just stuck his foot on it when it was in between his legs. Love that. I tell you what though, it makes it even more disappointing if they do find the last minute goal here. Extremely disappointing.
They won't. It's fine.
Mane gets the ball through and does nothing with it. Milner wins it, and it's not a foul given. It's a good ball over to 27, Maldini. Maldini's playing apparently.
I think Trent and Robbo have been decent. And again, it's just unfortunate that.
Oh, Jesus. Is that full time? Someone's fist pumping. It is full time, exactly on 5 minutes. Thank fucking Christ, man. Jesus. I tell you what a game.
What a game.
From 1-0 up in 15 to 2-1 up, it's 2-1 down in half time, to then 3-2 win overall. Jesus.
It was came out flying first 15 minutes. Missed a handful of chances before getting the breakthrough goal, which was an own goal, to then winning a penalty, which was taken by Salah and saved. Things balanced out a little bit. Liverpool eased off, AC Milan grew into the game a little bit, and had, like, in the space of, I think, 2 or 3 minutes between, like, 42 and 44, there it is, all of a sudden, with, like, a bit of lapse in concentration, defence, and a few, maybe an unlucky bounce off Matip's legs, for one, 2 mad minutes saw AC Milan on top, half-time.
Absolutely.
Then Liverpool came out after half time. Bit of excellent play by Origi to find Salah for the second goal, which I missed. And then an absolute.
I would advise you go back and watch it when the highlights come out. It is a great goal.
And oh, don't worry. I mean, Liverpool highlights. As long as I'm happy about the match, I'll watch Liverpool highlights at least 5 times over.
So your man of the match is Henderson, correct?
And a sumptuous goal by Henderson, which proved to be the winner.
I will say the same. I'll say Henderson. I think getting the winner entails more than reassurance. I think it was between either him or Thiago for me. Again, it was really hard to pick a man of the match, but I think scoring the winner, you have to give it to him. So that's a good start. Group B. We're the only one on 3 points. Let's go on Porto. Ended a draw, 1-1. Good start to Group B. Keep it up. We can definitely finish top if it keeps up that way.
Yeah, Atletico and Porto was a draw, as you just saw as well. So that's very good. That's good. That's advantage Liverpool in the group so far.
Absolutely. I have. I want to give an honorary mention to our friend who is at Anfield right now. His instant match reaction is, Jesus on a biscuit. I've just spent about 40 minutes absolutely terrified. I don't know about anyone else. Same,
We've
James.
been right there with you, James.
Absolutely same. Yeah, good start. Next up is Crystal Palace. When's that? That's on Saturday, is it?
I've got a feeling it's 3 o'clock kickoff.
Is it? No, I don't think it is. I don't think we're allowed 3 o'clock kickoffs anymore for playing in Champions League midweek. Let me have a look for you. I'll confirm.
Might be wrong.
Liverpool.
I hope not, because I prefer it was on telly.
You are right. You are right.
Ah.
It is Saturday, 3:00 kickoff. Will you be joining me for that one?
No, I'm actually.
Oh, you're out, aren't you?
No, I've got to go for a meal. No.
Oh no!
Saturday afternoon, I've got to go for a meal. I'll be here for it.
That's perfectly fine. I can take the reins on that one. So join us for that then. Make sure if you enjoyed this, I should probably stop the timer, to be fair. I think I forgot to stop the timer at half time as well, so that's been going for the full whack. That's great. That's professional. Let's just forget that happened, eh? 3-2, AC Milan, Liverpool. We won 3 points, only won on 3 points. Good start, let's keep it up. Next up, Crystal Palace should win that. It's at home. Saturday the 18th of September, 3:00 kickoff. Stream will start at 2:30. Join myself, and unfortunately not Craig, because he'll be going out for a meal. If you did enjoy this, I don't have to apologise for being busy. If you did enjoy this, make sure to subscribe, like, comment, click the bell so you get notified for our future watch-alongs and videos. There'll be more on the way soon. And
yes,
that's it.
Yeah, Liverpool won. That's the main thing.
Yes, another comeback from against AC Milan as well. But unfortunately, they also had a comeback against us. But nonetheless, we won, so it doesn't matter.
Yes.
Any parting words?
I was just going to say to you, it reminds me of that interview with Robbo, I think, after the Barcelona game or something like that, where we were going.
Oh, yeah.
He was saying about like the tussle bet. He goes, "Oh, it doesn't matter. I mean, they lost or something like that."
They lost. We won. They lost. Who cares?
Yeah, exactly. Cracking game. What a night at Anfield. Very nervy. Bit stressed second half, but got that all-important win. Obviously, Anfield will be bouncing after that. Fantastic to see a crowd back at Anfield as well for Champions League nights. And
on that, before we do finish, I think had the crowd not been there, there wouldn't have been a comeback.
So possibly so. I mean, it does mean a lot to them, and you can tell it means a lot to them by the way all the players were applauding the crowd and how Klopp was really giving it the beans to the cop as well, which I know means a lot to him.
And giving them the balls as well. Don't forget he gave the ball away.
Yeah. And somewhere, Harvey Elliott emptied out his wardrobe.
I can confirm he was watching. I don't know if he necessarily gave anything away. He probably managed to get a shirt for the game and still give it away. But
Yeah. Bless him. Right. Well, happy recoveries, Harvey. Excellent win, Liverpool. Love it. Onwards to Crystal Palace. We'll see what happens on Saturday.
Absolutely. Thank you for watching the stream. As I say, join me on Saturday at 2:30. We'll be live. Crystal Palace, Liverpool, looking to repeat another win. Ta-night.
Bye.